Ain's room was filled with exquisite furniture, while the floor was laid with a bright red carpet. This vast room was usually draped in a thin veil of silence, and today it was even more quiet than normal. The maid who normally attended him here was nowhere to be seen. The only people here were Ains and his sword-bearing Death Knight in the corner. Albedo spoke in a soft, syrupy sweet voice, as though trying to preserve the silence of the room. I have a report to deliver. The commander of the slain theocracy's Sunlight Scripture, who we captured, has been incarcerated in the frozen prison. We will extract information from him with the help of the Special Intelligence Gathering Officer. If it's neuronist, there shouldn't be any problems. However, I want to conduct experiments on the bodies. Do you know anything about this? Understood. In addition, we are currently looking through the arms and armor recovered from the men dressed as knights. They do not bear any major enchantments, and will be sent to the treasury after the investigations are concluded. Well, that's the proper way to dispose of them. Finally, I plan to have 2 shadow demons keep an eye on the village. Then, what should we do about Gazef Stronov? Leave the warrior captain be for now. It is more important that we build a good relationship with that village. We might need their help in future, so avoid antagonizing them. Understood. I will take care of it. Thus ends the report. Ains turned to look at Albedo as he said, well done. The look on her face was slightly different from her usual gentle smile. She seemed particularly happy today. The reason was the sparkling ring of Ain's old gown upon her left ring finger, which she caressed lovingly. Although she could wear the ring anywhere she wanted, it was not hard to tell why she was wearing the ring on that finger. If that was how Albedo truly felt, then as a man, Ains would be overjoyed. However, if that was the result of his tampering, it would make him feel guilty instead. Albedo, the love you feel for me is the result of my meddling. They are certainly not your original feelings. Therefore, what should he do next? Was it right to change her memories with magic? Ains could not go on. Just then, Albedo looked at Ains and smiled. Before you changed me, what kind of person was I, Ains Sama? A slut. Ains could not say that, of course, but he did not know how to tell her. Though he appeared calm enough on the exterior, his heart was in chaos. Then, Albedo spoke again. Then, I am quite happy with the way I am now, so there is no need for you to feel upset, Ains Sama. But what, may I ask? Ains did not answer, sensing something unusual coming from Albedo. She continued addressing the silent Ains. There is only one thing that matters. As Ains waited for Albedo to continue, she said, does it trouble you? Ains dumbly opened his mouth, taking note of Albedo's smiling face. Her words branded themselves deeply into his brain, although his skull was empty, but Ains knew what she was trying to say, and hastily replied, no, how could it inconvenience me? He was not at all unhappy with receiving the love of a beautiful woman like Albedo. At least, for now. Then, is there a problem with it? It felt wrong. He thought that, but Ains could not find any reason to refute her. Then it should be fine, right? Albedo said again. Ains could sense something mysterious and inscrutable in those words, and he brought up a question in a final, desperate attempt to struggle free. I messed with Tabula-san's character settings. Don't you wish to go back to your old self? I believe Tabula-sama would approve, with all the joy of giving his daughter away for marriage. Is that so? Was he really like that? Just as Ains was thinking about this, the sound of crashing metal rang out. He turned to look at the source of the sound, and saw a longsword on the ground. The Death Knight who should have been holding that sword was nowhere to be seen. He had summoned the missing Death Knight not long ago. When I summon them normally, they disappear after a while. Given the way the sword from this world is on the ground, it would seem that equipment alone was not enough to bind them to this world, so it was left behind. If that is the case, does that Death Knight remain here because I used a corpse to summon it? It would appear that I can strengthen Nazarick if I had more corpses. Then, shall we collect a large amount of corpses for you? Try to avoid digging up that village's graveyard. Understood. However, we must then consider a way to procure fresh corpses. Now that the Death Knight has disappeared, everyone should have assembled by now. Please proceed to the throne room with sabers. I will go ahead first. I see. All right, Albedo. I'll see you later. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. As Albedo quietly left Ain's room, she saw Sabas approaching along the corridor. Sabas, you've come just in time. Albedo-sama. Is Momonga-sama in his room? Yes, he is. Albedo could not help but feel superior as she heard Sabas still referring to Ains as Momonga. As he saw the look on her face, Sabas raised an eyebrow. You seem to be in a good mood. Did something good happen? Yes. Albedo's joy was not just because of the name, but because she recalled her conversation with Ains. She spoke of marrying Ains, and he did not reject or deny the suggestion. In other words, Albedo's smile shifted, going from graceful and elegant to lewd and wicked in an instant. It was a smile she would never show to Ains. Kufufufu, I've done it. No, I will definitely do it. I will be the one seated beside him. Shaltir will be nothing more than my footrest. Albedo clenched her fist, unable to resist the words boiling up in her heart. These were not words of a guardian overseer, but a woman. Ah, my succubus blood is boiling. Sabas silently watched Albedo as she acted up. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. The throne room. Sabas trailed behind Ains as he entered the room, fashionably late. There were many people kneeling here, to show their loyalty. Nobody in this place moved a muscle, and it was so quiet that even the sound of their breathing could be heard. Apart from that, there was only the sound of Ains and Sabas's footsteps, as well as the tapping of the staff of Ains' old gown on the ground. Ains ascended the stairs and sat on the throne. Sabas remained at the foot of the throne, kneeling behind Albedo. Ains silently surveyed the throne room from where he was seated. Almost all of the guild's NPCs were gathered below him. They looked quite majestic when he watched them from on high, like a night parade of monsters. Ains could not help but silently praise his guild members for their creativity in making so many different and interesting characters. As he looked again, there were several NPCs who were not present. However, that could not be helped. After all, they could not easily move the ultra-large golem Gargantua and Victim, who oversaw the 8th floor, from their positions. However, it was not just NPCs who were gathered here. Although they were not intended to replace the above-mentioned 2 people, this great hall also contained many high-leveled vassals who had been handpicked by the other floor guardians. That said, the throne room did not feel crowded at all, given its massive size. Although he could understand why his underlings would not want to let their servants into the heart of the great underground tomb of Nazarick, the throne room, Ains felt that such severity was not needed. Ah, forget it, not like it's important anyway. After deciding to discuss those matters later, Ains slowly addressed his subordinates. Firstly, I would like to apologize for taking independent action. Ains was feeling singularly unapologetic as he said those words. It was mere pleasantry, yet the apology was extremely important. Since gathering them all was his idea, then he needed to let his subordinates know that he trusted them implicitly. Albedo will tell you why I have gathered you all here afterwards. However, there is a matter which is more important than that. I must tell the gathered members of the great underground tomb of Nazarick something, greater break item. Ains cast a spell which could destroy a magic item of a certain level. A large flag fell from one of the poles attached to the ceiling. The sigil on the flag represented Momonga. I have changed my name. From now on, my name is... Ains pointed to a certain place, and everyone's eyes followed his finger. My name is Ains Olgown. You may address me as Ains. Momonga was pointing to the flag which hung behind the throne, imprinted with the icon of Ains Olgown. Momonga raised his staff and forcefully slammed its tip into the ground, to get everybody's attention. If anyone objects to this, rise now and let your views be heard. Nobody spoke out in opposition. Albedo was all smiles as she replied, We have all heard your glorious name. All hail Ains Olgown. O Supreme One, Ains Ulgaun Sama, every member of the great underground tomb of Nazareth pledges their undying loyalty to you. Shortly after, the floor guardians shouted as one, all glory to Ains Ulgaun. Supreme Lord and leader of us all, Ains Ulgaun Sama. We shall give ourselves completely to you. Long live Ains Ulgaun. O King of fearsome power, Ains Ulgaun Sama. All shall know of your greatness. The shouts and praise of the NPCs and servants thundered through the throne room. Diamond Suit, Diamond Suit, Diamond Suit. As he basked in the praise of his subordinates, Ains thought, my friends, what do you think of me using this great name? Are you happy? Are you displeased? If you have any objections, please let me know. Tell me, this is not a name you can take for yourself. I will gladly return to my old name of Mamanga. Diamond Suit, Diamond Suit, Diamond Suit. Then, Ains looked out at everyone. Next, I shall announce our new direction. This is an absolute order. Ains paused here, and looked around. The subordinates before him had serious, stern looks on their faces. Make Ains Ulgaun an eternal legend. He gripped the staff of Ains Ulgaun tightly, and rapped it on the ground. Then, as if responding to Ains, the crystals socketed on the staff of Ains Ulgaun radiated light in all the colors of the rainbow, and the air around him trembled. There may be many heroes, but we will surpass each and every one of them. We will let everybody in this world know that Ains Ulgaun are the true heroes. If there are people stronger than us, we will deal with them in ways other than force. If we encounter a magician with many subordinates, we will achieve our goal some other way. This is merely the preparatory phase in order to let everyone know that Ains Ulgaun is the greatest. Let us fight together for this glorious future. He would spread this name throughout the world. The former members of Ains Ulgaun may have left Yggdrasil, but there was a chance they might be in this world, like Ains. Therefore, he had to make Ains Ulgaun a legend, so everyone would know of it. Be it in the air, land, or sea, he would spread this name to all the sapient beings in this world. He would carry this name to the ears of his comrades who might be in this world. Ains' fearsome presence was startling, and his thunderous voice could be heard anywhere in the throne room. Their voices united as one, everyone in the throne room lowered their heads. The sound they made might have been taken for a prayer. Diamond Suit, Diamond Suit, Diamond Suit. The throne was vacant after its master left, but the air in the throne room still boiled with excitement. Hearing their supreme overlord's orders to work as one filled everybody with incomparable motivation, especially those who had been given specific orders. Everyone, raise your heads. After hearing Albedo's calm and steady voice, the people whose heads were still lowered lifted their heads in unison. Everyone, please act as Ains Sama orders. After that, I have something to announce. Albedo's eyes were fixed on the flag of Ains Ulgaun that hung behind the throne. The NPCs and servants behind her were also looking at it. Demiurge, tell everyone what Ains Sama said to you. Understood. Demiurge was kneeling with everyone else. However, his voice could clearly be heard by everyone present. Ains Sama looked to the night sky and told me, perhaps the reason that I have come here is to claim this chest of jewels which belongs to nobody. After that he said, no, this is not something I can claim for myself. Perhaps these jewels are meant to adorn the great underground tomb of Nazareth, myself and my friends from Ains Ulgaun. The chest of jewels here refers to the world. This is where Ains Sama's true ambitions lie. Demiurge smiled, but it was filled with something other than kindness. Finally, Ains Sama said, however, conquering this world might be quite interesting. In short, that means, the looks in everyone's eyes turned razor sharp. It represented their iron will and determination. Albedo rose slowly, to look on everyone's faces. Everyone looked at Albedo, as if in response. At the same time, they looked at the flag of Ains Ulgaun behind her. Understanding Ains Sama's true intentions and preparing for them is the proof of our loyalty, and the mark of excellent subordinates. Everyone must keep in mind that the final objective of the great underground tomb of Nazareth is to deliver this chest of jewels, the world, to Ains Sama. Albedo was all smiles, and she turned that smile to the flag behind her. Ains Sama, we will definitely give this world to you. Then, countless voices spoke as one, their words echoing across the throne room. We will render everything in this world unto its rightful ruler, Ain Sama. Clone. New paste. Few persons can be made to believe that it is not quite an easy thing to invent a method of secret writing which shall baffle investigation. Yet it may be roundly asserted that human ingenuity cannot concoct a cipher which human ingenuity cannot resolve. Edgar Allan Poe. 183,164 pastes opened. Based on an original idea from sebsavage.net. Sam and Max.